Greetings, my dear students. Welcome back to our English class. In this class, I am going to teach you an important grammar, direct and indirect speech. So, let's get started. What is meant by direct and indirect speech? Direct speech, saying exactly what someone has said, is called direct speech. In this direct speech, we should not change the actual words said by the speaker. Say, for an example, Sachin said, "I am interested in cricket." Here, Sachin is the speaker, said is the reporting verb, and the words "I am interested in cricket" are said by the speaker. The original words said by the speaker. Next, indirect or reported speech. Saying what the speaker has said without using the exact words is called indirect or reported speech. In this indirect speech, we say the sentences or words said by the speaker in our own words without using the exact words of the speaker. We say the words in our own sense. So this is called indirect or reported speech. Say, for an example, look at the same example. Sachin said that he was interested in cricket. In direct speech, if the reporting verb is simple past tense, which means the word said is in simple past tense. So we change the words which are given in the quotation into simple past because the reporting verb is given in simple past tense. So we have to change the words within the quotation into simple past. So the answer is Sachin said that he was interested in cricket. The words "I am interested in cricket" has become "he was interested in cricket." And also the pronoun which is used in the quotation in direct speech is changed into third person pronoun. So there are certain rules we should learn before we change direct into indirect speech. So let us see the rules. First, reporting verb and conjunction change. You know very well that there are four kinds of sentences. They are statement, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. For statement sentences, if the reporting verb is simple present, then we use the same reporting verb in the indirect speech. For example, say becomes say only. Similarly, says becomes says. Say to becomes tell. Says to becomes tells. And we add the conjunction that in indirect speech. Suppose if the reporting verb is a simple past tense. Example, said in direct speech becomes said in indirect speech. Similarly, said to becomes told. Next, for interrogative sentences, we change the reporting verb said or said to or asked into asked, because since it is a question, we use the reporting verb as asked. Then the words which are given within quotation in direct speech is a WH question, means we use the same WH question word. Suppose if it is yes or no type question, we use the conjunction of if or whether in indirect speech. Next, we will see imperative. In imperative sentences, the reporting verbs said or said to becomes ordered or asked or commanded or requested, advised, warned, suggested, told. According to the sentence kind, we use the reporting verb in indirect speech. And the conjunction here 2 plus V1, we use infinitive form of 2 plus V1 in indirect speech. Suppose if it is a negative sentence, means we use not 2 plus V1, which means the infinitive form in negative. The last one, exclamatory sentence. In exclamatory sentences, the reporting verbs such as said or said to becomes exclaimed. Hurrah becomes exclaimed joyfully. Alas or oh becomes exclaimed sorrowfully, and the conjunction that is added in indirect speech. Next, pronoun change. In direct speech, if these pronouns are used, they must be changed into their third person pronouns according to the gender. The pronouns should be changed into their third person pronouns. For example, I and me are changed into he or she, him or her. Similarly, we, us are changed into they, them. You becomes he or she or they, or him or her or them. My and mine become is or her, his or hers. Our and ours become their and theirs. Your and yours become is or her or their, his or hers or theirs. So these are the pronoun changes you must learn. Next, tense change. In direct speech, whatever the tense is used within the quotation, they must be changed into their past forms. For example, simple present becomes simple past. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Present perfect becomes past perfect. Suppose if past simple is already used in the direct speech, means we use past perfect tense in indirect speech. Similarly, past continuous becomes past perfect continuous, and past perfect becomes past perfect only. Then models becomes models in the past forms. Next, time and place adverbials change. It is also important in indirect speech. The words which are given in direct speech should be changed into the words which are given in indirect speech. For example, this becomes that, these becomes those, here becomes there, thus becomes so, now becomes then, ago becomes before, Today becomes that day. Tonight becomes that night. Yesterday becomes the previous day or the day before. Last week becomes the previous week or the week before. Last month becomes the previous month or the month before. Last year becomes the previous year or the year before. Tomorrow becomes the next day or the following day. Next week becomes the week after. Next month becomes the month after. Next year becomes the year after. So, my dear students, learn all the rules before you change the direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, students, with this, I wind up this class and we will see the transformation of speech, that is direct to indirect, in the next class. Thank you.